Good evening, villagers.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Hi, Juan.
Juan, good to see you here in the stream. Yay.
We're having rain. It was pouring. We got a half an inch of rain. It's a good thing.
Not just rain, we also had hail.
Yeah, it was
just rain, we also had hail.
Yeah,
so let's just turn that down.
Crazy.
There we go.
So
Juan, good to see you. Yeah, it's a late night stream for us. It's a day where I've been icing my back. I went into work and left a little early because of the pain, but I have another adjustment coming tomorrow, so we'll be in good shape. So how are you doing, Juan? And anyone else that's there in our stream?
Yeah, anybody's watching.
It's good to have you here.
And that's only 3 trees. You're 22 shy.
23. Hello, Trix.
Hi,
Thank you for being here. Good to have you.
So we're getting all of our provisions for our Thanksgiving. Okay, there's more.
Look, he's adding trees to the forest.
Hi, Lena.
Hello.
Hi, Mike.
Wheeler, hello. Good to have you here.
More trees, okay.
More trees.
Mine's about 25, 26. You'll be good.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, it's been quite a day. Just getting things straightened up for Thanksgiving and me kind of resting and icing my back. So yeah, you know what? It will get better. It always does. Pam, hello. Leanne, thank you for being here.
Oh, God, they're so trusty.
Apologies for the late night stream. This was the time that we could get it going, actually. So we thought,
for some reason, I am awake. It must be for...
Oh, Lena, thank you so much.
So
and
funny.
Again, also, thank you so much for everyone that was in our stream last night. Talk about a wonderful time.
Yeah, it was still blowing us away. It was really great.
Yeah, definitely. And just so that you know, we did hit the mark this morning. I checked the numbers with YouTube, and yeah, we are over the threshold that we needed. So to everyone that helped us get our 4,000 hours, thank you so much. It is greatly appreciated.
It's unbelievable. So now we get to see what we have to do, and we'll tell you when it happens.
Now I submit the application, and we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, thank you.
I hope we get,
we'll see what happens. They have to go ahead. They have to go ahead and verify all the information, and once they do, then they'll go ahead and start accepting commercials on our channel, which is amazing.
I'm now you'll get there, Lena.
Holy, that's wonderful, Lena. You're growing so fast.
What, 200? And it took us 2 years to get that?
It took us...
Well, we were not doing much of anything.
It took us 2.5 years to get to 200. So, but of course, we were not nearly as active in our channel as we have been for the last 6 months. So everything's just happened in the last 7 months. So it's amazing how wonderful everyone has been with us.
Everybody's on
like, oops, it's 12 o'clock. I'm guessing it's not a good idea to yell like I just
I just did.
Oh my God. Happy Christmas, everyone in the Chatterverse. Yes, Juan. We have
It feels more like Christmas than it does Thanksgiving because it's so late.
It does. Thanksgiving is definitely late this year. Not going to stay. Tornado siren just went off.
Oh my God.
No. Bye, Leanne. Yeah.
Tornado warning.
Oh dear.
My God.
Oh.
Okay. Vibes. We're having people in Southern California with fires, tornadoes. We're having rains. We're having a bomb cyclone is what they're calling that we're supposed to be hitting us tonight. So we're all full of drama.
Yeah.
Please, we'll think of you. Go back online and tweet that you're fine.
Yes, please. Oh my goodness.
If it's not one thing, it's another.
Oh my goodness.
Mother Nature's pissed at us. Okay, back to some happy Disney stuff. You don't need to hear about convention about all of our stuff.
Yeah.
So what has happened on November 26th in the years?
Well, it's November 26th, 29 days until Christmas. It's time for your daily dose of Disney.
Yeah.
1967.
Oh, we're going back in time.
Now, I bring this... I just bring this up just because, it's just an episode of Walt Disney's Wonderful World of Color.
Yeah.
It's a movie called The Monkey's Uncle. They ran part 1 of The Monkey's Uncle.
Oh my God, was it really The Monkey's Uncle?
The Monkey's Uncle. The theme song, I think, was sung by the Beach Boys with Annette and Annette was in the movie.
Is it on Disney Plus?
I don't know if it's on Disney Plus or not. It's one of those things I'm going to check because I have never seen The Monkey's Uncle. So it's one of those things.
1967?
Mr. More Sunshine,
Oh,
please. It's our
guys.
little ray of sunshine.
Hello, chums.
Jim.
Cha.
Season's greetings, Jim.
Yeah.
It's good to see you.
Feliz Navidad.
Yes, Annette
Funicello.
Definitely. So yeah, that was in 1967. They ran part 1 of The Monkey's Uncle. I'm going to try and see that movie because, to my knowledge, I've only seen the credits because the Beach Boys sang it. And that was it.
I don't think I've ever seen the movie.
Only Passengers. How are you doing?
I mean, it's midnight and you East Coast peoples.
D&G. Look at the D&Gs in the room. Thank you so much for being here. Wish you a Merry Christmas.
I wish you a Merry Christmas. Wish you a Merry Christmas, Jim, and a Happy New Year. So Mike and his jingles.
And then here's a nice one from 1971. Now remember, Magic Kingdom had been open all of less than 2 months at this point.
Not even 2 months.
And it's the day after Thanksgiving in Florida at this point. In 1971.
Isn't the first Thanksgiving they had there or the day after? They didn't know if there was going to be, and all of a sudden all the freeway was backed up because everybody was going to Walt Disney World the day after Thanksgiving. There was a big story.
The day after Thanksgiving, the Magic Kingdom had to close their gates because the park was at capacity.
Yes, that's a really famous story because they didn't know all of a sudden.
It was a front page headline of the Orlando Sentinel.
There's YouTube video on that too.
The quote was, "Monster crowd, too much for Mickey, Disney gates closed. Traffic choking crowds jam Walt Disney World to capacity on this day after Thanksgiving. Shortly before noon, it is announced that the Florida park must close its gates to visitors."
That's a cool story.
Man,
that's not a success. I mean,
now that happens all the time at Disneyland during the holidays. Of course, Disneyland is much smaller. So, yeah, it's amazingly small compared to any of the other Magic Kingdoms, and yet they've got so much crowded into that small space.
Yeah.
So that was in 1971. 1987, Tokyo Disneyland welcomed their 50 millionth guest. So in 4.5 years.
4.5 years, 50 million.
50 million guests in 4.5 years. That's a lot. Think about that's over 11 million people a year in this amount of time.
The winds here, ours has died down.
Our wind has died down. However, they're saying that there are potential gusts of 70 to even up to 100 miles an hour up in the Sierra Nevada for this storm. That's why they're calling it a bomb cyclone.
Yeah, we're getting a bomb. They're saying that we haven't had something like this in all the statistics in 15 years. But we had rain, a little hail. We were kind of getting some provisions. And the winds are supposed to be
Derek
crazy.
and Gregory, like Jim said, make sure you hold on to something that's nailed down to the ground. You don't want to blow away.
Yeah, make sure nothing's leaking. Because we got a phone call from his niece saying, look, our house is leaking.
And look, Lena's saying they've got crazy wind advisories there. Wow. Yeah,
the Midwest is also getting hammered too. We're all this country's a hot mess.
Yeah. So November 26th, 1997.
Okay.
Flubber, the reimagined film, The Absent-Minded Professor, starring Fred MacMurray. They remade it with Robin Williams, and it premiered this day in 1997. I still have never seen that movie. I liked The Absent-Minded Professor.
Yeah.
And while I do like Robin Williams, I'm sure I'll probably watch it if I'm cruising around Disney Plus and see it. Like maybe. Wow, they're evacuating several towns in Oklahoma. Oh, Lena, that's terrible.
Wow.
That is terrible.
Storms. I think I should watch the news. We've been running around all evening long.
Mike Rose says she's not in Kansas anymore, Toto. Oh my goodness. Okay. So in 2001, remember, this is 2.5 months or so after the attacks that we've had in New York and in Washington. Walt Disney Company reiterated their commitment to supporting the U.S. troops at home and abroad. They became a USO World sponsor, and they provided more than $1 million in financial aid.
They do.
The Disney Company does do some wonderful philanthropic efforts that way. I mean, for the USO, that is a wonderful, wonderful organization. Wow. 2003. Disney released a movie in 2003 on this day. A movie that I was not thrilled with. I didn't care for
2003?
it. Yeah, 2003. The Haunted Mansion. The Haunted Mansion starring Eddie Murphy premiered on this day.
A horrible movie.
In 2003. I didn't care for it.
I like Eddie Murphy. I think he's actually a very good, talented actor, and I will watch his movie. It wasn't great. It was weird, and it could have been something completely different. And then they kind of did that with George Clooney with Tomorrowland. They thought they needed to have the spectacular actor, which is an incredible story. That one is not as bad as Haunted Mansion, but it's like they're trying to say, oh, we need to...
The Country Bears, too. That was just another failed attempt at trying to get an attraction turned into a movie. I mean, it could... You know, they could reboot it. I'm sure they could do something with it and maybe come up with a better storyline.
Yeah.
But the Haunted Mansion, yeah, I'd really like to see something rebooted with that. That would be nice. And then Juan Rodriguez, I'm still waiting on an Eddie Murphy audio animatronic in the Haunted Mansion.
Glad they didn't do that.
Me too. Me too.
That would have been horrible.
November 26, 2006, the Wonders of Life Pavilion had been closed for some time, and it reopened for a seasonal opening in 2006. So it was open for a while. They closed it in like January 2005. It closed, but they opened it up. They had Body Wars, Cranium Command, The Making of Me. My guess at that time was that they were probably going through some issues with something else being taken down, closed for refurbishment or something during the season time.
And they do that.
That's usually why they have some of those attractions that have been closed for a while. They did that with Horizons, for instance. Horizons reopened because they brought down the World of Motion was closed, and the Universe of Energy was closed at the time.
To do Ellen, yeah.
So those kinds of things open. Now, take a look at my Twitter or Instagram today, and I posted a picture of Sleeping Beauty Castle from Disneyland. And
the Jungle Cruise. I'm hoping the Jungle Cruise is better than the Haunted Mansion. The Rock again, and is it Emma Thompson? I think it's the girly there.
No, it's not Emma Thompson.
It's another girly girl.
Yeah,
I don't know, but it's
Emily Blunt.
Yes. It could go along the lines of Tomorrowland, where it could be spectacular and better, but it was just good. Like Tomorrowland was just good.
I'm hoping
they really get a ball out of the park, because I think they could do it really well.
I find The Rock
charming. I like him.
I find him charming. I don't know why. I just find that he does some charming stuff.
And I think this might make up for the Haunted Mansion and for Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens with that.
When is that coming out? Spring or
it's sometime next year on the movie calendar in 2020. We'll find out when it is, when it comes out. But anyway, Sleeping Beauty Castle is on my Instagram and on Twitter, and also the thumbnail for this video. And that's because on this day in 2008, Disneyland reopened its walkthrough. Now, Jim of More Sunshine Please walked through that attraction with us. And we love this walkthrough. It's quiet. It's a lot of stairs, but the thing is that you don't have to really wait too long. You walk through it.
They're little dioramas, and they're all the special effects, and they did an incredible job.
Yeah,
it's really
so
really
it
good.
just tells the whole story of Sleeping Beauty with Maleficent and her bird Diabolo, and you see Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather. It was a nice attraction. I really liked that attraction, but it was closed for 7 years. It closed right after the attacks of 9/11, and no one knew why. There were so many rumors that were going through the rumor mill at that time.
Budget cuts,
budget cuts,
economy, because of security. There was actual structural damage.
ADA, things like that.
Yeah.
And you see, like Jim said, it was very pleasant to walk through.
Yeah, we walked through with him.
Hey, Ben just joined. Thank you, Ben.
So, yeah, I mean, that's one of those things we don't know, but it came back 8 years later, and when they did, they really brought it out with a bang.
Yeah, and they did a beautiful refurb on that one. He's leaving dinner. Oh, Ben, hope you had a good dinner.
I'm leaving dinner?
Yeah.
Oh, that's late dinner.
Well, he was spending it tonight with a friend.
Oh. I don't have friends.
Ben had to
so
go. He had to go to Costco, run some errands and things, and went with a friend.
I don't have friends.
So he went to. So he went to dinner. So that was in 2008. 2009, Mickey was a balloon in the parade. But
When is a Mickey not a balloon?
it was the fourth version of Mickey Mouse in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and this time he was cruise ship. He was Captain Mickey.
Oh,
So
did they make a plush?
it was. Yeah, we've got a plush. We
Oh,
have
no, they
we
used
have
to do
Mickey
plush.
plushes from Disney Cruise Line, and that's what he was modeled after. Turns out he was.
Oh, I have my virtual friends, but I always like.
Yeah.
I know I always have.
I'll be your friend,
definitely
Doug.
Pam.
Hashtag no glitter.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lena.
I have a squeaky ear.
So yeah, that was in 2009, and in 2010, this one's kind of interesting because it's kind of hard to do this unless you get the buy-in from certain malls that you're in. The Disney Store had a Black Friday special going, and as many as 130 Disney stores around the country were able to open at midnight for what they called Magical Friday. It was Disney's answer to Black Friday that year. So 9 years ago, they opened over 130 stores, Disney stores, to celebrate Black Friday at midnight.
What kind of Disney stuff do they have that you need to be there at midnight?
Usually,
I don't remember 21.
for specials like that, they do, buy
It was
one,
our
get one
Black
free,
period in
stuff like
2010.
that.
So
Yeah,
but
2010 was a difficult time.
yeah,
It was hard. I
not-
was in between jobs at that point,
Yes.
and money was tight, but we managed to make it through. The thing is that when things like that happen, it strengthens your resolve to just get better and improve your situation. So those of you that are going through some trying times, just remember it will get better.
Yes.
So enough of my soapbox there. So that's what I have for the history in the world of Disney.
Yeah, you just
Lena, absolutely, thank you.
and don't fake it. Don't put on a positive face just because you need to, do it for everybody else. And people say, "How you doing?" Like a couple of days ago, I told them I'm not doing well. Instead of, "Oh, I'm fine." But you will persevere. We are very powerful people, and we have a great community. That if you need to talk and convetch, we're only a tweet, text, whatever we have.
But again,
So
I want
please
to
reach out.
I want to thank everyone for their support
Yeah.
from last night's stream. That was just fantastic. I could not believe the responses we were getting. It was just wonderful to hear everyone. We
It
all
was
have so many
wonderful.
things to be thankful for. So thank you for what you did last night and participating. And about that stream, it really did help us over the threshold of that 4,000 hours that we needed to hit. So yeah, we did it.
Yeah, Lena, that's what I've learned for the past 10 years in my networking group is if there's something happen, you need to learn to say no.
Yeah.
And ask for help. Because when you ask for help in a group of people or even to someone saying, "I need help," and then you give them it's amazing people are right on it. That people want to help.
people
We're
want to
naturally,
help.
we're species to do that. But you have to say, "I need help for fixing my fence," or doing that. You'll have people helping you.
Absolutely, Derek. I'm glad you had fun with it. And Mike, I'm bummed that you were having issues with it too. But you know what? We can always do it again because I'd love to have you on again, Mike. It was a pleasure to
All I
have
saw
you
was
on.
a giant carrot.
Well, it was
Yeah,
this
a giant carrot.
Olaf hoodie. Oh, and by the way, let's see. I see it right behind Doug's head, Mike. There's an ornament on the tree that says, "I may be blind, but I can still hear you."
That's right.
It's right behind Doug's head.
Right there.
It's right behind Doug's head. So
Thank you, Mike.
I see that, and I think of you, Mike. So thank you so much for the ornament.
Yeah, last night was very heavy, and it was very
And look,
nice.
Pam is saying, "This time, no tears."
No, no, I'm starting to run out of
Stacey.
tears.
Stacy, thank you for being here. Good to have you.
Yeah.
So anyway, this week with Thanksgiving, I will be doing a daily dose. However, it's probably going to be earlier than normal. I'll make an announcement on that, but I want to make sure that we get it in. Plus, Ben will be dropping a video on Thursday morning at 10 a.m. It's going to be his Thanksgiving special for Life with Ben. So it's going to be a quick video, but still, it'll be a lot of fun. And then I'll be back tomorrow with another episode of the Daily Dose. I'm hoping that it'll go
Be a
back to
little earlier.
my regularly scheduled time. of 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific.
Yeah, we got to get a little early.
Yeah, this is a little late, but I'm so thankful that there are so
Yeah.
many of you there that were able to join us for tonight's Daily Dose. So thank you so much for joining with us.
Yeah.
And we'll be back tomorrow at that time, 6 p.m. I'm gonna do my best to commit to that time and hold to it. So everyone, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I've been Arnie.
I'm Doug.
And you've been watching the Daily Dose of Disney on Pepper Tree Villa, PTV3Ds.
Yeah. But we'll do our Thanksgiving things, but I'm not online.
And look, Jim says, Happy Thanksgiving Eve.
Happy Thanksgiving.
It is.
I will see everybody on
Thanksgiving Eve in Florida already.
Thanksgiving Eve? Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah. So good night, everyone. Have a wonderful evening and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow for another edition of the Daily Dose of Disney. Oh, and Josh is getting ready to stream the fireworks at Disneyland.
If there's not, they're supposed to have horrendous winds, so we'll see.
Yeah, hopefully they won't get canceled.
Yeah.
Because the Christmas things, Believe in Holiday Magic, is beautiful. Yeah. Just beautiful. So, okay. Good night, everyone.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Ciao.